there today. This is Cult Flicks Fix 24 back with a video. Hope everyone's doing well out there. This video is going to be pretty much a brief review of the Mondo Macabro editions, or latest editions. I did pre-order these back in March, and then I got them probably mid-April. So I was finally got around to watching them, and I wanted to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on each film. So there will be 3 films I'll be going through, and I'll be going from the one I enjoyed least to the one I enjoyed most, and pretty much give you guys my thoughts and opinions, give a brief review, and talk about the films a little bit. So let's get started here, guys. I'm gonna start with the first film. This is Apocalypse After. This is probably a more modern film. It's actually 11 shorts in this film, and it's directed by Bertrand Mondo, and I guess he does a lot of short films, which he put all in together in this. So I do enjoy films like that. These ones are very short. One of them is lengthy in the middle, but these are very odd films. It's very artsy, and you got like actually a lot of these didn't even make a lot of sense to me. I'm gonna be honest with the stories, but it does go. They're very weird. I do enjoy weird and odd, strange oddities in films, but this one was just like a little too weird for me. There was about three stories I enjoyed out of this segment, and they were still strange, but they had a little more what I like is gore and stuff like that in them. But yeah, I watched a film from Severin, Saint Bernard, which this reminded me a lot of because it's so weird, but at least Saint Bernard had the gore. It kept me entertained with the gore and stuff. This one just, it falls short. There's nothing really to it. At the last 3 stories bring up the gore a little bit, and they do get a little more retro, which I like, but they still couldn't save this film for me. I just, it wasn't for me. It might be for other people, just a little too weird and strange for me. So I'm gonna give my rating on this. I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 5. This was pretty painful to watch, in my opinion, and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. So first one there, Apocalypse After, was a dud. And next up we got, see here, we're gonna go with Hotel Fear. Now this is the one I was most intrigued about when I ordered it, because if you can see that cover, it's definitely Jello like. So I was like, oh, I like my Jello films, so I said I'm gonna have to pick this one up. And this cover does not, it does explain the film, but not like the way it should be, because this is not a Jello, this is a thriller, and it's about a girl named Rosa and her mom. They're running a hotel in the middle of World War II's going on. Her dad's left to the war, and she's pretty much waiting for him to come back. You could tell he's a good dad. She's talks about him constantly as her hero, and also her mom seems real good too as well. And as they go through this hotel, it's just very odd. You got like sleaze oddity in this, and you got a bunch of old perverts in this film. Like they're pretty much constantly trying to pretty much molest this girl that's a teenager and take advantage of her, and it's real disturbing because they're older men, and she's fighting them off, and her mom's her protection. But as it goes on, her mom mysteriously gets murdered in this hotel, so she's left alone to defend herself, and you could just see the odds go against her as these sick, perverted men are taking advantage, and she pretty much has to battle them. She's going through a psychological battle, losing her mom, and then her father in the war. She doesn't know if he's coming back, so you see her mind start to get real fragile throughout this film. And it does have some kills in it as well, and I really like the ending. I thought the ending brought like a unique twist to it. It's pretty like action like in my way, my opinion. But yeah, overall this film was pretty entertaining. It kept me entertained. It's different. You do get some pretty good kills in this one as well. The sleaze could be offending for some people, because it is kind of got perverse rapey scenes throughout this film, like I said. But overall I did enjoy this one. It didn't blow me away, but it kept me entertained. So I'm going to give this one about I'd say it's good at a 3 out of 5. I would watch this if you come across it. It's Hotel Fear. It's an Italian kind of thriller. Okay, now we're going to get into the third one, Strangler vs. Strangler. And this is the one that I was least excited for, and it's the one I ended up liking more. Funny how that goes. But this is a horror comedy. If you don't like comedy, you're probably not going to enjoy this. But it's you got a Strangler vs. Strangler is pretty much what it is. Explains it. It's from let's see, it's 1984, I think. But yeah, this is you got these two guys. You got this guy that he's selling carnations, and he's pretty much mentally disturbed. He has a mother who abuses him, and you could tell he's got a lot of psychological problems. And as he goes on through the city of what was the city called? Let me see what that city was called. Belgrade, which is in Serbia, because this is a Serbian film. He goes through that selling carnations, and I mean, he has these disrespectful women that just pretty much turn down his carnations. They make fun of him, and it sets him off. That's where he starts murdering these women, and then he's by strangling them. And then he, no surprise on the title. Anyways, you got this detective that's after him on the case, and he's kind of wacko himself. He's going into insanity as he has some issues. You got a lot of humor in this. Some of it is cringy, but I did laugh out loud on a few of them. They're pretty funny. There's a scene where there's a little kid with short hair, and the Strangler's there, and he tells the little kid, "Are you a boy or a girl?" And I just thought it was hilarious because you couldn't tell on the kid if it was a boy or a girl. So I was laughing. There's some funny moments throughout this, but some that doesn't work, in my opinion, as well. And then you got another guy who's pretty much in a band, and he's pretty much tributing to the Strangler and makes tribute videos, and Strangler's a fan of his music. So, and at the same time, they got like a kind of mind path, because it's weird, very odd, because this lead singer of the band, he's nerdy, and he's starting to get the Strangler instinct, so he becomes the second Strangler in this film. But he's still in training. He hasn't done the killings like the other one, so it goes toe to toe with this inspector trying to crack him down and solve the case. And then you got this guy, the main Strangler, who has mommy issues, selling the carnations, and he'll snap at any moment. His kill count goes pretty high. But yeah, overall, this is fun. It's not going to be for everyone. Like I said, it's got a lot of comedy in it and goofiness, but I did enjoy it overall. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's a pretty fun one. This is probably my favorite one out of the stack. So that's my thoughts and opinions, guys, on the Mondo Macabro latest editions. We did have Apocalypse After, which I didn't care for. We had Hotel Fear, which was decent film. I didn't love it or hate it, but it did the job for me. I thought it was a lot of fun. And then we got Strangler versus Strangler, which was my favorite. I thought this one was a lot of fun, and it kept me entertained, even though does have flaws in it as well. But those are my reviews and thoughts for the Mondo Macabro editions. You guys hit a like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts. This is Cult Fix 24, back with a video. I want to be kind to each other. Have a great weekend. Peace.